Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so I'm going to just pick a number of random things that I've heard recently levelled at the Muslims that Muslims are often asked about, and I'm going to try to explain them as best I can. And these things I'm talking about are the kind of regular stuff that's coming out from Islamophobes trying to demonise Muslims. Now, these Islamophobes normally have kind of standard stuff that they shoot towards Muslims. A lot of it comes out of straight out of Tel Aviv and Israeli kind of think tanks, and are picked up by right-wing nuts here in Europe and in America. Why I'm going to address some of these points and why it's at the fore of my mind is that after I had this kind of ding-dong with Douglas Murray on Sky News, I got this really strange call, or MPAC got this strange call from a really powerful journalist that kind of makes it his business to go and attack Muslims and do kind of exposés of Muslims with scary music in the background, you know, cut it all so it sounds like they're the kind of most wicked people on earth, and this great journalist has defended Britain by exposing them. He called MPAC up, and I called him back, and we had this exchange over the phone, right? And he put some things, he levelled some accusations at Muslims and at MPAC, and I found them fascinating, right? And I found it interesting that this journalist even had the cheek to even mention some of this stuff, because to me none of it made sense in the context that he was talking about, in the context of, I don't know, extremism or violence. So now let's tackle some of these head on, right? The first, right? His definition, or one of the definitions that he liked, that he thought was extremist, that was unacceptable, was a red line, right? Was the concept of a caliphate, right? Now, so his kind of, question was, this kind of, are you a baddie or a goodie? Are you evil or good? Which side of the fence do you fall in? Are you the bad Muslim or the extremist Muslims? And one of the things he said was, so and so believes in a caliphate, and this thing in his mind, this caliphate, right, was the ultimate evil. If you believed in it, you were the evil Muslim, and if you didn't, well, you're not good. I'll ask you a few more questions. But I just want to analyse this. Why is a caliphate so evil? I don't get it, right? I mean, I have not been able to work out why these right-wing nuts see any Muslim as evil because they believe in a caliphate. Now, I get the geopolitical fear of Western governments who have carved up the Muslim world, why they don't want Muslims to unite, right? But that's a political argument. Yeah, that's an argument that says, well, we want to steal your wealth. We find it easier to steal your wealth by propping up dictators and making sure that you all hate each other by carving up your nations. We don't want you to get back together again, and so it's easier for us to have you separate. Therefore, if you are unified, it's going to cause us a problem. Okay, fair dues, respect to that, honest analysis, makes sense. But how do they go from there to try to spin it as you're actually an immoral, evil, wicked extremist by believing in some sort of caliphate? I haven't worked it out. For example, the European Union, that's a union of states, I think all Christian. They haven't allowed Turkey into it for some unknown reason, right? Why is that not extremist? So the Labour Party who might back the European Union, are they all extremists for backing it? What makes Muslims so different? So I can't actually see the logical, rational argument yet, how they're trying to make the argument that if you believe in a caliphate, then you are an extremist. And if there's any non-Muslim out there, then please I don't know, let me know, and I'll try to respond. We'll have a discussion where you can make your video or write your piece underneath on on the Impact page on Facebook or on this YouTube, and I'll try to counter.